Let me start with you, Rakib. Should we be handing back the Elgin Marbles?
Well, I think there's fairly convincing arguments for both sides. I think one thing that I'd say is that maybe this is an opportunity for the UK to shore up its relationship with an EU member state, an important EU member state, in the post-Brexit environment. Now, of course, you have said that there are so many British individuals who are involved in looking after the marbles, preserving it, and the fact that it had experienced various forms of trauma, you could say. Britain has done a fine job of that, but we have to ultimately see this is where it originated from. We have to see the circumstances under which they ended up in Britain, and perhaps we can see this as an opportunity to improve our diplomatic relations with a strategically important partner in the Mediterranean.
Well, that sounds to me, Rakib, like you're throwing the towel in. Are we so...
Oh, mate, no such thing.
Are we so in hock to the EU that we've got to throw them a bone like this?
Well,
I mean, Rakib, what's going to happen? Should the Louvre send back all of the Van Goghs to Amsterdam?
Well, that's a matter for the Louvre. Let's keep the focus on this particular case. I'm just making the point, Mark, that we have to talk about how these marbles actually ended up in Britain. I think that's something that needs to be discussed. And I think that we have to see more generally the wider diplomatic implications of this and what benefits there are to actually the marbles being returned to Greece.
I'll come to the other panellists in a moment, but Rakib, we agree on so much. But I don't think that we should play a game of trying to be nice to the EU. We'll never win their friendship because we had the temerity to leave the bloc.
Well, we slightly disagree there because like you, I was in favour of leaving the European Union. But I think the reality of the matter is that's not to say that we should completely cut our ties from the European Union and crucial EU member states. We took that approach with France, to be honest, and I think that's backfired spectacularly, especially when it comes to our management of the illegal channel crossings. So I think that what we have to talk about is we are a post-Brexit independent nation. We're also one where we should continue to prioritise strategic alliances, and that includes important ties with EU members.